Hello, good morning. How are you? I am here live from Nassau, the Bahamas. We're starting a little bit early today because, as you can see, the Disney Wish has come in a little bit early, and they generally do toot their horn when they come in, and we don't want to miss that. But I'm also here with Sea Lake Journeys. I'm going to bring them on. Hi, guys.
Hey, Christine.
So for those of you who don't know, this is Robin and Chet, and they are cruise experts, and they've been here before to the water park,
Mhm.
which we're going to talk about, and they're actually scheduled to go on a Virgin cruise tomorrow. So we're going to chat a little bit about that too. So exciting times. Where are you guys heading to on the cruise?
Oh, it's going down to Bimini to the private resort for Virgin, and then we're going to Cozumel, and we're going to have some
Nice.
Mexican food down there. Woo!
See if you can get a marquesita. Those are fantastic.
A marquesita?
Yeah, they serve basically a crepe that they grill a little bit longer so it gets crispy, and they put Nutella in it, and then don't get weirded out, but they put cheese in it like Gouda or something. And it sounds like chocolate and cheese is a really bad idea, but flavor wise, it really, really works. So promise you'll try one if you see one.
If it's got chocolate on it, I'll try it.
He has to try it because I'm gluten free, but he'll try it.
I will try it. If I see it, I will try it.
There you go. Perfect. Oh, let me turn on comments here. So if you guys are following in and joining us today, please comment, let us know where you're watching us from. And if you have any questions about the Bahamas or about cruising in general, or about all-inclusive resorts, because that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're here in Nassau, the Bahamas. It's already about 30 degrees in Fahrenheit. I'm going to say that's probably what, 85, 90? Do you guys know?
I'm not the mathematician.
I'd figure it'd be about 80 down there right now. I don't
Could
know the
be,
math
could be.
Celsius, but I know what our temperature is
I know
here.
that.
So I know you're not the same down there.
Well, I know that 40 is 100. So so it's relative to that. I'll tell you what, right now it feels like it's 40 or 100. So excuse me if I'm a little bit moist.
Yeah, welcome to that humidity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And ladies, if you're planning on coming to the Bahamas, don't worry about bringing your hair like flat iron. Don't worry about bringing stuff to straighten your hair, because if your hair even has a thought of being curly, poof. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks since I've had a good hair day, and you know what? You get a ponytail holder, and life goes on, right?
Yeah, it looks like the 1980s when we're around, because we both got long hair, and we get, even here in Florida, it just kind of goes, woof, woof, you know.
Well, mine's always up in a bun.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much where I live. Ponytail, bun. That's it. Yeah. So the Z show is tuned in. They're saying good morning, and they're coming from the great state of Texas.
Z-Man.
Welcome to the show.
So how long are you staying at the resort?
Well, I've been here in the Bahamas now for almost 2 full weeks. So spent the first part of the trip. I don't know if you can see in the back. I'm on my laptop, so it's a little bit difficult to maneuver the camera. And for those of you who are watching, we are going to flip in half an hour and go over onto Sea Lake's channel. And from there, I'm going to be on my iPad, so I'll have a little bit more flexibility. And hopefully my arm won't be cramped up from carrying this laptop. But yeah, we'll give you a bit better view. Now, behind the Disney, you might just be able to see the tip of the Atlantis. It's difficult to say. Over on Paradise Island. Now, we weren't staying at the Atlantis, but we did go to the casino there. If you're coming to the Bahamas, just know that it is freshly stocked with money, because I left most of it there. But we were staying next door at the Rio Palace Paradise Island, which is adults only, all inclusive. Very nice, good value for money. And then now I'm here at Margaritaville Beach Resort, which is not all inclusive. It is family friendly, but it is pretty much the most perfect located perfectly located resort here in Nassau because it's right on Junkanoo Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the color of that water is just spectacular. We've got the Fins Up Water Park down below. You guys know that one. And then below us here, you can see on the 4th floor is the adult-only infinity pool. And it's got a glass front to it, which you might not know, but it means that everybody can see everything that's going on in the pool. So don't get up to any naughty business in there. And then right now I'm up on the 10th floor, so on the rooftop of the Margaritaville Resort. And this is at the Grey Cliff Lounge. I haven't been up here myself in the evening, but apparently it's a great place to get a bit of a posh drink and enjoy the views. The sun sets just over there, just over towards Cable Beach. And it's just absolutely stunning. I'm going to post some photos. I shall do a video that'll show some of the photos of the sunsets, but just absolutely spectacular. And we're waiting now for Disney to toot its horn. Pretty exciting stuff. Right now, they seem to be on a theme of a combo of Star Wars music and the When You Wish Upon a Star music, which I don't know. It tugs at my heartstrings when I hear that. It makes me think, oh, I want to go to Disney cruise. And then, well, I mean, you guys live in Florida, so you've probably been to Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland, but when I saw it, it was just full of screaming, crying kids who were just overstimulated, overtired, hungry, you name it. And I just think, oh gosh, would the cruise be like that? I don't know. And the Disney cruises tend to be a little bit more pricey. By comparison, I think Virgin is similarly priced, but much better, much more exotic. You guys are heading out on that tomorrow morning, correct?
Yes, we are.
Scarlet Lady.
Oh, nice.
We just hope the Scarlet Lady and Virgin Voyages is ready for sea leg journeys because we're going to bring the fun. We're going to bring the action. We're going to record it. We're going to show it to you. Woo! It's going to be awesome, y'all.
That sounds fun. Are you guys going to record the sail away party?
We don't even know if they have a sail away party, but we're going to find out. And if they do, we're going to record it.
Perfect. So are you guys going to be going live while you're on the ship? Is that kind of part of your plan?
We're going to try
6 o'clock Sunday night.
You know, it's a totally different type of cruising lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really not sure exactly what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah. The 6 o'clock Sunday night, that's typically our live time. We're going to try to come live. We have the high level of internet service. We got it because Virgin does a status match. And so they matched up with our Platinum from Carnival and Princess. And so they give us that higher streaming rate of internet at no extra cost.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. So that's good to know because some of those perks can be quite pricey if you have to pay for them.
Yes.
Well, that's like we've always been told that alcohol is included. Well, it's really not. They include a bar tab for you that's to a certain amount, depending upon the voyage, depending upon your status, that kind of thing, depending upon the room you booked. So it's really not free alcohol. They give you a
Sailor's
certain
loot.
Yeah, they call it sailor's loot, and it's a bar tab. And unlike some cruises, you can use onboard credit for anything, t-shirts, all that. Well, the bar tab is solely for the bar.
So. Okay. That's different, and that's important to know. Well, I'm excited to follow along with you guys as you go on this cruise to all these exotic locations, especially, what did you say, Tortola is one of them? Or
that in May. We're going to Tortola.
Yeah, we're going there in May.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to Bimini this time. I don't know if that's something wrong, but Bimini, they're got their private beach club down there, and then we'll go to Cozumel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Perfect.
Alpine Gulch is in the chat.
But Christine, I got a question for you. Since you're down there in wave, have you rode the wave runner thing down there yet?
I tell you what, I was quite excited because it's included.
Yeah.
So when you come on to this property, now there's a couple of things. If you're if you're staying here, all of that's included, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you're not, and they'll supply towels and stuff like beach towels and everything, so you don't have to worry about packing those or anything. And if you are a guest of a nearby hotel, or you're coming in on the cruise, and you guys did a video, you actually walked from the terminal to the Margaritaville Fins Up entrance, and it wasn't that far.
I pushed him in the wheelchair from the cruise port to Margaritaville. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's a 20-minute walk. And that's at our pace, handicap pace.
Yeah. But the roads are pretty, the sidewalks are pretty decently flat and very safe. And even if you're not in a wheelchair, but you've had a couple of cocktails. And by the way, I should have brought one up here. They have something here. The beer in the Bahamas, there's two. There's Kalik and Sands. And the Kalik beer. Oh, hi, by the way, Alpine Gulch. Hello, and thanks. The beach is definitely beautiful. So good morning to you there. They have something called a Kalik Radler, and it comes in a bunch of different flavors. It's only 2% alcohol, so it's great for just a light daytime drink that's not going to get you exhausted. And it's comes in a bunch of different flavors. My personal favorite is mango. It's absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
It sounds more like a wine cooler.
Yeah, it is kind of. It's a beer mix, but honestly, you can't taste the beer at all. For all I know, it could have been, a wine cooler or vodka, but it's basically mango, a sparkling mango with a little touch of alcohol. It's just delightful.
That's good. That sounds refreshing.
Sparkling mango. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm sure you could try your own version of a non-alcoholic one at home with a bit of mango juice and some soda water. So give it a try. Have a taste of the Bahamas.
So will you be trying that, Christine, before you go to the gym or before you go to the spa?
or before she gets on that wave runner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I posted the other day a video about whether it's gym or spa, and that was from the Rio Palace Resort.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't been to either the whole 2 weeks here. No, you know what? I've been having fun doing videos and taking photos and stuff. And I mean, with the water like that, folks, this is not Photoshop. This is the real deal. It's absolutely stunning. So no, I haven't done that. And to answer your question about the wave rider or the flow rider, so that's just down below me here. You can see it. It's empty right now. We saw it open the other day. We were actually down in the adult pool, which is right over top of it, overlooking it. And I saw a bunch of people who were, just so keen to go in because, as I said, it's free once you've paid to have entrance into the water park. And that's all day access too. So basically from 9 in the morning until I think dusk, which is basically 7 o'clock. We saw people going on the flow rider, guys that were like super fit and looked like, toned, and they could probably do somersaults and handstands and all kinds of stuff. They were flying all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that and I thought, you know what? I'm going to have a serious bathing suit malfunction if I even attempt this. And that, nobody needs to see that. Nobody.
Just squeaky frat, Christine.
That's when you get on the flow rider with gym capris and, a full tank top that's tucked into the top of the capris, with a sports
actually, there was a woman who was doing it and she was wearing a long shirt and it kept rising right up to her chest. So, I mean, it's like that machine is just fighting you. It's like, hello, items may have shifted during landing. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's even during landing. I think it's during the travel.
Yeah, exactly. But it did look like a lot of fun. And the kids, I'll tell you what, the kids and the adults, it was just like they'd get out there, they'd be doing okay, holding on, and then they get sucked back, and the waveboard would just go like sky high, and they would roll off the end, and they would get up, and they'd go back into the line. Like I haven't had enough abuse. I'm going to do it again.
We enjoy watching people because it is very entertaining. I mean, no matter what the age of the person is, it's very entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. And it was really all ages that were doing it. I mean, this water park is great. We did the lazy river yesterday. I'm actually a bit sore from it yesterday because you're kind of, you're weaving and wobbling and you get some pretty decent speed. I mean, not dangerous speed or anything like scary. but enough that it's like, oh, this is interesting. You're flowing quite well. And they've got a bunch of water features so you can get soaked along the way.
Yes.
And but it was a lot of fun, and I did that. I think I went around about 4 times, as I said, trying to film it and stuff like that. So watch for video coming up on that. And then they've got the cliff dive thing. I don't know if either of you did that.
We're not that adventurous.
We saw it.
We saw it, but we're not doing it.
We were in the lazy river for a reason.
Yes, we spent our whole time in the lazy river solely for the purpose of the lazy river.
There was only like 12 people there when we were there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I would definitely recommend if you guys are, if anyone's watching and they're thinking about coming out here to the Fins Up Water Park, definitely take a look at cruisemapper.com and find out which ships are coming in. Now, I will say that sometimes they lie. Disney's scheduled to be here 8 till 4 today, and I guess they had a lay-in because they just rolled in at about 9. So, you know, maybe they had too much late night popcorn and movie night or something. I don't know. But at least it gives you an idea. Like yesterday, MSC came in. It was a massive ship. The Marine something like that. Mariner, I think. Yeah. And it's like 5,800 people max occupancy. But it didn't come in until noon. So of course we hit the wave park in the morning, and it was very, very quiet. And then noon is when they get into port. It takes about an hour for them to sort of get tied up and then get off the ship. So by 1 o'clock, people were starting to trickle in. And then by mid-afternoon, it was quite busy. So, But now the cost, if you want to come here just as a guest to use the water park, is, I believe it's $110 per adult, and is it $60 per child?
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
I think we paid $100 per adult.
I thought it was 79 plus taxes. Well, it came like 90.
Yeah.
All total is like $175 for the tourists to get in that day that we were there. But prices have gone astronomically up in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if they paid considerably more.
And it's difficult, you know, with the prices, you know, with the alcohol and stuff like that, especially like for me, guys, as a Canadian, our exchange rate, I looked the other day, for me to buy $1 US cost me $1.39 Canadian. So it's a bit of a gut punch when you come up to the bar and they say, well, the beers are $10 each, including VAT and gratuity. It's like, oh, that's like $14 at home for just a bottle.
Yeah. Time to start drinking bottled water, but that's probably $8 a bottle too. So
I'll tell you what, and hopefully my husband doesn't watch this, but I bought bottled water the other day, and it was $9.50. I almost fell off my floor. Like,
oh my God! How big of a bottle was it?
Yeah, was it like this big?
It was a liter bottle, so it was a big bottle, but I mean, still $9.50. Come on, I mean that's more expensive than airport prices.
Yeah.
Got Carnival Liberty. Carnival Liberty's coming.
Liberty, yay!
Yeah, we've been on her before.
Yeah, beautiful ship.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun seeing all these ships, and they just sail right past this resort, which is absolutely lovely. You can see just down below sort of how the resort is kind of a U-shaped, and these ships sail right out in front of it. Now I actually got a free upgrade over to that darker brown building over there, and that is the One Harborside Tower, which is more like residential units. So it's like kind of like apartments, sort of self-catering. So you've got, you know, Bosch appliances, really nice stuff, better than I've got at home for sure. I actually enjoyed doing laundry the other day. They give you a couple of Tide Pods, and I was like, I've never really done laundry on vacation before, but it was an enjoyable thing. You stick it all into one machine, and it does the wash and the dry all together. Brilliant. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. But now just on the corner here is a little shop that does rum cakes. And this is just around the corner as you come towards Margaritaville and before you get to Junkanoo Beach. And they have samples of rum cake every day. Strongly recommend. They are delightful. I mean, they're sinfully good. They're rich, tasty, And they also sell beers, 3 for $10.
Oh.
So if you want, it's totally legal to walk with a beer on the street, to ride with a beer in a vehicle, as long as you're not driving, of course.
Okay.
But if you land at the airport and you want to take a taxi somewhere, or you come in on the cruise ship and you want to take a taxi over to Bahamas, which we went and saw the other day, which is beautiful, you can grab a beer and you can take it in the taxi with you, and that's completely allowed.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're on vacation.
The wine is expensive. What's that? Sorry?
You're on vacation. You ain't driving, so
As long as it
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a little grocery store. It's on Frederick Street. So just as you come in, before you get to the corner by Senior Frogs, there's the road that you go in. And as you come off the ship, there's just tons and tons of people going like, hi, you need this, you need that. You want to go see the pigs? You want to go to Exuma? You want to do the jet boat tour? You want to everything, right? They're right there. They're there to help you out. But they also have on that side street, there's a grocery store. There's a patty store. Like you can get jerk chicken patties or beef patties, and they are delicious. And the grocery stores, if you're staying here or you want a cold bottle of water that's quite reasonably priced, that is the best place to go. They also have some delightful little snacks in there. And I know if you're on a cruise ship, you're not meant to take food back nor drinks. But if you want to consume something while you're here, grocery store is always the best way to go. And then across from that, there's a Burger King. So if you just want the easy button, you can do that as well.
I think that's the little store.
Yeah.
We actually found a phone charger in.
Yes.
We have a whole video because we went on a cruise and somebody forgot the phone charger at home.
Somebody left it at home.
And we had to try to find a phone charger, and it was right after COVID. And so they were only letting, a few people in the store. Actually, they weren't only letting locals in the store. But
but we look local.
He opened the door, and I told him, I said, really, I just want a phone charger. This is my phone. And he says, one of you can come in. And they were very pleasant, and they did, let one of us in, even though
we both went in there. They ended up letting us both in
and we
there.
didn't have masks or anything. And they're like, it's okay. But we were the only people in the store at the time. They were like, no, we can't let anybody else in until y'all come in and leave.
Oh, shame. Yeah. Well, I mean, safety first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We did give them a tip though on the way out too for helping us out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's a cute little grocery store. They have all kinds of. If you forget shampoo or something like that, they have small bottles.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we've been in there 2 or 3 times so far this week, and a really good selection, good variety. Because we're staying here and it's not all inclusive, we went and bought some cheese and crackers and some deli meats and some olives, and we just did our own little sort of charcuterie board one night while we sat on the balcony and watched the sunrise or sunset. So can't go wrong with that. Hey to Danny D, good morning. Thanks for joining.
So you're going to be in Hawaii next week.
Yeah, in 2 weeks' time, I'm flying. I'm actually flying to the Cook Islands, to Rarotonga. So I was trying to learn a little bit of Maori this morning. Kia rana, I think is how you say hello. So suffice to say, it's a work in progress. So there for 2 weeks. And then on the way home, the flight is via Honolulu. So I decided might as well not waste that opportunity. So I've got about a week in Hawaii after. So exciting time.
I'm jealous. I work from home. I'm a remote worker. I can go with you. Just tell me when you're going. What would you?
Exactly.
I'm handicapped. I can get you some good parking.
Yeah, but it's true. You know what? If you are a remote worker, then really the world is your office, because you can work from anywhere as long as you've got good Wi-Fi. And I'll say, speed wise, it's very good here. It was very good at the Rio as well. So, Danny D saying hello to Alpine. And they're saying, sea legs, you guys are an amazing couple. Very nice. Very nice. The compliments are flowing this morning.
Hi, Danny D.
Hi, Danny. Danny D. She is she's the spectacular supporter. She used to be the super supporter. Now she's the spectacular supporter. She's a spectacular supporter.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Channels. And so Danny D, Christine Turner here with us. She does inclusive stays.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff down there.
So, being at Margaritaville, what
Yes.
is the best cocktail you have had yet? Because you know me, I'm all about cocktail, baby.
That's called real
Okay.
solutions for real cruisers right there.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? And somebody commented. I posted a video the other day of the types of alcohol that they have at the Rue, because that's something that a lot of people, you know, everybody's kind of got their go-to drink, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic, but everybody's got their thing that they want to enjoy, especially on vacation. And one of my followers, Dee Dee the dog, commented and said, you know, this is the sort of critical decision-making information that they want to see. You know?
I'm with her.
Oh yeah. And at the adult pool here, I'm not sure if it's down below. I think it's just at the adult pool. If you're staying here at Margaritaville, from 4 till 6 is happy hour. So they have margaritas and something else for like 2 for 1 is 14. And they have a bucket of beer. You can get 5 Sands or Clicks, I believe it is, for 25. So that's a really good option. Just want to point out there it is, Carnival Liberty, just turning around behind us here. You can see when they either go in, they go in facing forward or they turn around so they can zip straight out. But it's quite nice to be able to sit here and watch it just, you know, spinning around right in front of the hotel.
I'll tell you, that's a great view you got there. A fantastic view this morning.
Cannot go wrong. And the water is just, it's heavenly. So cocktail, I'll tell you what, I haven't had one yet, but I will have one before we leave. It is a chocolate pina colada, and it sounds wonderful. Sort of a bit of a mix between like a Dirty Monkey and a pina colada. So I'm excited to try that. I think it's going to be a bit like a milkshake, I think. And I mean, we're all kids at heart, so can't go wrong with that.
It's like a dirty banana too.
Yes, exactly.
Dirty banana, monkey slides. They're all in the same kind of category.
All the same family.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like Captain Jack Sparrow. Just bring me the rum.
Exactly. Well, and they actually have a shop here that sells a few different flavors of rum. I picked one up, and I was going to enjoy it in the room, and then I thought, well, perhaps I'll take it home. Just put it in my suitcase. And it's chocolate cherry dark rum.
Ooh.
Wow.
I will let you guys know what that's like.
Ooh, that sounds good. Chocolate cherry dark rum.
Yeah. And I'm not much of a rum drinker. So I figured rather than open it here and find out maybe I'm not too sure about the flavor, or if it's too sweet, you know, that could be a problem. But if I take it home, then if it's too sweet, then I think that would be a good complement with ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Even with chocolate chip cookies. Or a brownie with ice cream on top. Coming from the gluten-free person.
Yeah. Now, I should point out that at the Rio, they did have Tito's vodka. They kind of hid it in behind. But and I think that was because, for those who don't know, Tito's is basically one of the only gluten-free vodkas that's out there. Mm-hmm. And it's all made with pure ingredients and stuff like that. So if you are gluten-free, know that you can partake without worrying about your allergy reactions happening. So
and it's so funny because people say, why would there be flour in alcohol? Because gluten is not just flour.
Right. Yeah, but I suppose it's the process of how they make it. So
because what gluten is it's a binding agent, so it holds things together. And you know, the palm trees behind you are so green.
It's lush and beautiful here on the One Harbor Tower. As I said, the residence area where I'm staying, just here. On the other side of that, just directly facing the cruise ships, is our own little pool area, and there's a little mini golf and some lovely, chairs. There's the dock that you can walk on. You can sort of see the dock. Oh, there's a little boat going out too.
So would you stay there again, Christine?
Oh, in a heartbeat. Absolutely. It's look, it's more expensive than Mexico. But when you look at the beaches, I mean, this is Junkanoo Beach. Look at how clear that is. So very much reminds me of Cancun, that beautiful aqua blue water. But look at the seaweed. There's none. Like none.
All right.
So if you want a beach vacation that's guaranteed to, not be with seaweed and stuff like that, it's definitely the place to check out. I mean, we can never predict what will happen in the future, but currently it's looking beautiful, and we're on the peak of hurricane season. So you can't go wrong for sure.
Right. Fantastic. Well, we loved spending the day there. I can't imagine what it's like spending as long as you've been there.
We've only got like 6 hours worth of it, but you get the whole full experience.
There is so much to do here. That's the thing. And I wanted to say, when you talked about the store letting you guys in, I have found, I think we as Canadians, we kind of think of ourselves as being very kind and generous people. And the Bahamian people blow me away. I mean, we were here once in Freeport on Grand Bahama Island. One of the cruise ships had come in and had a little accident, and they'd severed one of the phone lines. Ooh. And so the ATM was down in that part of the Port Lucaya area of the island. So we couldn't access the ATM. We basically were running out of money because we were tipping for stuff. We were staying all inclusive, but tipping, right? And we walked to the Lyris Bank, and we want to go in, and the security guard stopped us, and he's like, "You can't, what are you doing?" And we said, "Well, we just need to use the ATM." And he said, "No, this is just for locals or for nationals." So we couldn't access any money, and I was almost in tears because I'm like, what are we going to do? It's too far to walk to downtown Freeport. The guy didn't even hesitate for a second. He reached into his pocket, pulled out his wallet, handed us a couple of bills, and said, "Oh, here you go. The bus comes here, and it'll take you straight into town, and there's a whole bunch of ATMs and bank machines, Scotiabank, CIBC, all the Canadian banks are here."
Wow.
And I was like, and then I was crying. Yeah. I mean, that was just so, like, he didn't even hesitate for a second. I'm like, wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just very, very kind. Alpine is asking if there's any sharks. I haven't seen any sharks. We have seen a bunch of fish. One of the fellows was down below with a piece of bread feeding the fish, and there were some turtles around as well. So it's been very nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
because right where you're standing at, the water is very deep for the cruise ships to come in, yet the beach is still so gorgeous and clean and pristine. The two don't really go together.
Yeah, you see it.
I know.
It don't look like the cruise ships are wrecking that sand or that beach at all.
They're coming.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not. And we're well protected. That where you see the lighthouse there, it's a bit difficult because of the contrast. But there's a lighthouse just there. That's the end of Paradise Island. So that provides a massive breaker for this area. Now on Paradise Island, if you're over on either staying at the Atlantis or the Rio or the One and Only Club, which is super posh, that is the outside. So all the waves come in that side. It's a really good place for playing in the waves, bouncing around in the surf. But of course, be very, very careful because there's a pretty strong current. And as ever, you want to be careful. So I think that's us wrapping up for my channel's live viewing. And then we're going to hop over onto your channel in about 2 minutes and go live from there. You guys ready for that?
We are. Thank you so much for having us. And we'll see you over there.
All right, we'll see you soon. So for those of you who are tuned in and are following me on my channel, you want to hop over to Sea Leg Journeys, and we're going to carry on from there. And I'm going to be on my iPad, so a little bit more mobile and able to show you a little bit more. So definitely tune in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.